Hello, this is Beth again, and it's another Froud's Fairies Oracle, the Singer of Transfiguration. This is card 11. We only have two more singers after this one. Exciting. I often feel this one is very much a fire element card. It's bringing in transformation and metamorphosis to our lives and transcendence also. I feel like this card and the next one, which if I remember correctly, what is that? I think it's the Singer of Chalice. Yes, Singer of the Chalice. Both of these two are really strongly about processing and integrating emotions and what this whole cycle of working our way through the singers has brought to us. When you see the Singer of Transfiguration start popping up in readings, it tends to mean you're at the end of some kind of cycle. Something's going to start changing. Well, it's already been changing, frankly. It's the process of change has been initiated, it's been undergoing, and you're about to end that process and enter a new one. So it tends to be a time where, like, when you've been feeling like, oh my God, why can't I get this? Then bam, you get it. Singer Transfiguration is coming in and helping move that energy along and transforming you into what you need to be. I find during points of intense change, it will come up a lot as you cycle through different aspects of your change. And it's very much a morphing of old behaviors into new behaviors. You're not going to be the same person after you work with this card. Yeah, it's like initiation has really started this. You've worked with unity, you've tapped into the divine, you've passed through intuition and initiation and all these other singers that have all changed you to the point where how you are can no longer be, and you have to move into your new parameters. So it can be very potent, but at the same time jubilant, because it is ending in a phase. And oftentimes when you do see it pop up, it's like, oh my God, success is here. You tend to get a lot of transcendent joy, if you will. It's a time that can be very fulfilling as you relearn what your new boundaries are, what the new you is capable of, and what old behaviors you've left behind. And that process of bringing in transfiguration has been often long, and sometimes it's arduous, and sometimes it's not so arduous. It just really depends on what you're working on. But it's that willingness to let you just shine out, of a willingness to become what you need to be and not what you want to be. And I'm not saying want and desire do not play into this, because they do. But at the same time, sometimes what we think we want is not anything that we actually do want. It's whether it's been told to us by society in whatever way, advertising, parents, siblings, friends, or what we think we should be doing within the parameters of our societal roles. That's what I mean when I say need to be, not necessarily want to be. Because there are oftentimes what we need to be is not what we're told to be or think we want to be. And part of figuring out your transfiguration of your life is working through those things so you can pull away the veils and just be what you need to be and experience that wonderfulness that goes along with this card. And in many ways, this is probably one of the shortest descriptions in the singers, because it's that good feeling when you're just like, yeah, I'm humming along in my life and it's so good and it's just awesome. And it's figured out. And it doesn't mean that the awesome is going to go away. It just means that new challenges will start coming, but right now, enjoy where you're at. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. And really, in many ways, kind of the chalice is also enjoying of the fruits of the labors, but in more of a receptive way. Whereas transfiguration, I feel like it's that burning off of the old so the new can move in and be glorious and wonderful. Yeah, it's because once you get through to this singer transfiguration, you've already changed so much. And I feel like it's the integration of those changes, of letting you really internally process what has happened over this period of time, as opposed to just rushing on to the next thing. There was one point when it was Death Card Year. It's been a couple of years. It's 2015. Oh, I'm having a brain cramp. Yeah, no, Hierophant was last year. Okay, so 2014 was a death card year for me, and I threw myself into change by the end of it. Believe me, I resisted for a good part of the year. I resisted my change, and I threw myself into it. And this card, towards the end of it, just kept coming up again and again. And at one point, I realized within my change that I needed to stop actively pursuing things and just kind of let the transfiguration settle into my very being. So I knew where I was. I felt like all of a sudden I was like forgiving things that no longer were there, that within my change and within my forgiveness, I thought I was here, but I was really here. And by just kind of going, okay, I'm just going to dial it down a little. And the Hierophant change. Hierophant was an interesting card. I really grew to enjoy the Hierophant last year and working with it. Death Card Year was like, yeah, by the end I'm like, we're going to change as much as we can. And I feel that my Hierophant year for me was really a whole year of transfiguration, of incorporation, of processing all that change and letting me enjoy the success of enjoying how I've changed and realizing just how much, yes, I'm not reliving things all the time at night, which for me was huge. I threw a lot of energy at reliving past events that I didn't even care about in some ways, but I'd still relive them. And that was huge for me, that dropping that behavior and moving beyond it. And stopping the act of change and allowing transfiguration and to feel the transcendence of what I had become was very powerful for me. And it's a good feeling when you realized how far you've come. It doesn't matter how far I have to go or you have to go. Yeah, we gotta take some time and realize how far we have come. And, Transfiguration is encouraging us to see that and to relish the change and the joy and the success that comes with that kind of thing. So when you're working with this card, it's much more in the now of what has happened and how you now are. Not how you were and not how you will be. We're very much in the present state with this card and learning how we are now. And really, even when it's, because he does reversals in this, and this is one of the few decks that I do actually pay attention to reversals with, because it does change the meaning sometimes greatly. Even this one, it's like, it's just kind of signifying that it's not quite there, but it's close. And a lot of times with these cards, if I have one that comes up reversed and I want to activate it, I just turn it around and activate that energy within my life. It says a card of joy. Card of joy. And yeah, it's a good place to be. Whenever I've been with the singer Transfiguration, it's a really good place to be. It feels really good, and it's a place to be really proud of yourself, because you've burned off a lot of old stuff that you don't need. You know, it's kind of, once you come out of that healing modality and you enter into this kind of fiery transcendence, metamorphosis, transformation energy, it burns off all the old crap so you can get new crap. It makes space for new paradigms, new parameters, new ways of being, new ways of coping. And yeah, so when you're reading these cards, you see this one pop up, you know it's good. It's a herald of good things. So see it and find it within your life. And sometimes when you are having a period of significant change, it can be difficult to see it with a singer and understand that even though everything is not done, because it's never done, frankly, a good portion has changed, and that you need to acknowledge that and celebrate it. And that is it for the singer of Transfiguration. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.